they already was going to be to get the ball out of his hands, do this, do that. So I'm like, game 6, like, I got to be more aggressive to score, which wasn't the answer. So, I mean, hindsight, you think about those things. But, you know, it's a game. It's the reason why it's a game. You play the game to win, and sometimes you're on the opposite end of it.
Man, that hurts. Great. All right, so now we're in the off season now, and I want you to walk us through your off season approach. You got a few months here where you get to rest, you get to relax. How long till you pick up a basketball again? When are you going to start working out again? What does your off season look like this year?
I think initially is kind of taking time off, let my body recover, let my body heal. You know, it's mentally draining and taxing to go through a season. So you kind of just want to get away from working out, from basketball, from, you know, just repetitive schedule, spend family time, you know, do little stuff, take the kids to school, wake up with them, have breakfast, like all the little stuff you enjoy again, with the, you know, not having nothing to do anymore. And then I'll get into, you know, kind of reflecting on how the season went, things to work on. You know, I'll go over that with Aaron, my agent, and then kind of put a plan together of the best people that I could hire to work on the deficiencies of the season. And that's kind of how I process every summer. So I'll literally scout, like, all right, who's the best ball handling person that I can find? Or, you know, I want to be a better shooter. Like, who's one of the best shooting coaches that I can work with this summer? Or just get a basketball. Like, I want more basketball rep. Like, who's the best person I can get put in game simulated, you know, workouts. So it's always just breaking down, like, you know, what I want to try to get better at or get more comfortable with going into a new season.
Well, if you need a defensive coach, I'm always here for you, bud. I still want to be a defensive coach.
A lot of. Do you?
Yeah, I think I could help people.
If you could get signed right now to an NBA job, you think that's pressure, or it's like, oh, I got this, I know defense?
I think that I could, from what I've watched, I think the defensive side of the ball gets overlooked a lot. And at that level, I think that you guys are such great athletes that the principles of defense can get lost because you guys can make up for it for how gifted you guys are athletically. I think if more defensive side of the ball was taught, that you guys would be even better defenders.
Absolutely.
Beyond.
So I think I could.
We know you the man and shit. We know that. But I gotta know, who is your favorite player to watch? Like, when you do, like, want to learn something, like right now that's playing. Like, you say, damn, this motherfucker really be balling. Like, who do you watch, that one player?
I don't watch any current players to watch. Like, I don't watch current players now to be, like, working on my game. I watch a ton of Kobe shit. I watch a ton of T-Mac shit. And honestly, that's it. Like,
That's it.
I'll just, mentality for me is just the mentality. Like, I watch the mentality of what Kobe would do in situations.
Right.
You know, and then watch the footwork, watch the, you know, just his attack angles. Like, he might do one dribble and then, you know, go left or raise up over a smaller defender, or he spots where the open space on the floor is. Like, I'll watch little stuff like that. What's the mentality on this possession to get a free or open look? So it's more so like, you know, I look for those kind of things.
Okay.
Yeah. Like, I know things I struggle with on the year. So it's always easy for those things to pop up first thing on my mind, like areas of improvement. I used to watch tape and watch film and watch games and highlights, but then I feel like I've gotten so aware of throughout the year of, like, damn, I got to work on this. I got to get better at this, or like, this is a flaw right now. Like, that I've kind of just, like, took mental notes and just being able to address it, you know, as soon as the season's over. So not necessarily just watching tape. I think it's just more so just being aware as the season goes. There are so many streaming apps, it can be hard to even find what you want to watch, but there's a way to outsmart the system. Prime Video.
It has all my live sports and docs in one app. Like, Giannis, The Marvelous Journey, and the National Women's Soccer League, both included with Prime.
Plus, you can buy Premier Boxing or stream the NHL and NBA playoffs on Max with the Bleacher Report sports add-on, or add Paramount Plus for the Masters on CBS.
Prime Video, it's all of your favorite sports in one place. Restrictions apply. Prime membership is required for add-on subscriptions. See Amazon.com/Prime Video for details. This episode is sponsored by Coinbase. Coinbase is the best and easiest place to get started with crypto.
Coinbase is the most trusted, only publicly traded crypto exchange. And honestly, the best way to get started learning about crypto is simply to try it.
That's all I did. It's easy to buy a little crypto and get started investing with as little as $20. It's also a great place to learn about crypto. Get the latest crypto news directly.
You might have heard of Bitcoin, which was the world's first cryptocurrency and still the most popular. But Coinbase has over 200 digital assets on its platform you can trade, including Ethereum, Solana, XRP, Dogecoin, and many more.
Fans of this podcast get $20 in Bitcoin when you sign up and make a trade today using promo code PODCASTP at Coinbase.com/partner/PodcastP Coinbase. Crypto moves money forward.
Let's keep it Western Conference, man. I'm going to ask you about, because this should be y'all moving on playing OKC, but it so happened to be Dallas stinking ass. But anyways, we're recording this before game one. So, P, I want to ask you in Dallas, who y'all think going to take this series, man? Who y'all think?
Who you got?
I got Oklahoma.
Okay,
You got Oklahoma.
You think they got the advantage?
I think they have the advantage.
What's their advantage?
I think that they have a deeper team.
Mm-hmm.
I think that they play together better,
Mm-hmm.
and their chemistry is great. You watch those guys after an interview. They're the best to watch after an interview. When Shea was like, everything I do in my life is consistent or something like that. Like, ooh.
Now they got this thing where they bark.
Yeah, they get the reporter to come bark, but I think all that stuff, matters. Those guys are
100%.
a good team. They're together, young, fresh legs. They have home court advantage. Oklahoma's going to be going crazy. I think it's going to be a good series, but I think Oklahoma's going to take that.
What about you, P?
Yeah, it's tough because I actually think Dallas has the advantage. I think Oklahoma has the upside. Like, Dallas the advantage because you have two superstars that have been in tough, playoff environments, tough playoff games. They know how to rise to the occasion. They know how to score. Like, I think, for the Oklahoma City team, a lot of their guys, this is like their first playoff showing that they, now, second round is more media, it's more coverage, it's bigger games, lights are brighter. But I do think the upside of it is, like, they're still young. They're still figuring this all out, and yet they're still winning, being a young team. But they do have the depth. I think for how young they are, they have one of the deepest benches in the league. So, honestly, it's a toss-up because I like both teams in this situation.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. I think it's like you talk about these young guys squaring off against each other. This is a pecking of Shea versus Luka. Like, you get that debate of the next young wave. Anthony Edwards is in that conversation as well. This is the debate of, like, who's the next young star. And I think we're about to witness a really good matchup.
Who do you got, Jackie?
Well, that's what I think.
Coach Jackie.
I think this. And like P and both of y'all say, you say OKC. P say, these boys is young. They very young. They got young legs. They good. But when you have a Dallas team that's coming off of beating the Clippers, a team that should be going on to the next series, they have a different thing, because not to say who didn't play, who didn't do this, they beat the Clippers. They moving on to some young dudes who, yes, they energetic, they this and that. But if you beat, it always goes like this. You either come off that team that you just beat that you shouldn't have won,